Hello, everybody. It is alias Dr. Dookie here tonight, ready to take a look at this new event to get Psylocke shards. So let me take a look in the campaign. Jumping straight to hard. By the way, even if you don't have the teams to beat these, you should always do the first node on hard, right? Because it's going to typically be typically it's a freebie with the one new character. Let's see, Cable, come in. We've got most of the mutant population out of limbo. What's your status? We're holding the line, but Ultimus's forces are pushing forward hard. It's almost like they don't want us to join in the real fight. Buy us some time, then follow us back to the Nexus dimension. Cyclops out. Let us show Ultimus what X-Men can do. And here we have Psylocke. Let's go. So I saw the new Blitz. Maybe I read it somewhere and forgot, but Jessica Jones, very disappointing. I already have her at rank 7. I imagine quite a few people would, since she's one of the very early on characters that you can unlock. Alright, here we go. Alright, just a technical difficulty we are resolving. Sorry about that. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry, Red Skull. Was that your sniper? Hydra, stand strong and destroy these genetic mistakes. Alright, whatever. Seems rude. Psylocke is a deadly mutant brawler who excels at manipulating status effects on the friendly and enemy teams. Yeah, she has quite a bit of manipulation. I've checked out her kit. Alright, da-da-da-da-da. Jeez, really aggressive with those tips. Yeah, just hold down the button and you'll see what it does. You don't need all those tips. Transfer 2 negative effects from self. I don't have any, don't want to do that. Attack primary target and chain, or just a normal attack. And this one also clears positive effects. And we see that we're going to have a security guard, but whatever. Let's just hit Red Skull really hard. Right, so they're showing you what's what, I guess, when you have other mutants in your team. Of course, Deadpool has the X-Force tag, not the X-Men tag, but look at that. Cable also in the X-Force, but then Wolverine and Storm. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, nice. Let's take down the Red Skull. Let's do the chain move. Why not? Jeez. Okay, well, clearly what they're doing here is trying to give you an opportunity to actually use this skill. Sure, I understand that. Now, what's interesting is it says she's going to remove all the negative effects from herself, or a certain number, and then she's also going to remove a certain number from her allies. Here comes Deadpool's cartoon animated kick and shotgun. Didn't kill him though, huh? Maybe it did. Alright, let's do another Wolverine attack. I might be remembering this wrong, but it could be that Psylocke is on the slow side. And yeah, it took quite a long time to get back to her, but let's do this ultimate. It's going to put everything, all of those negatives onto Sabretooth. That's definitely going to come in handy at some point. So, a lot of in the meta, in the arena, and more of the nasty teams that they're putting against us in Raid. And then, as the meta changes for the high teams in arena, there go the high teams in the war as well, right? So typically, someone wants to put a really strong defending team, maybe the defenders, for example, in the war as one of those first two teams that you see there. Since you only see those first two teams, common strategy that we've noticed in our alliance is that folks will put two really strong teams up front, but if you're able to knock those two out, it's just weak sauce behind there. Um, every now and then you see what appears to be a weak team, and it'll be trap, and then the very last one or two teams will be a nasty, high-powered team. But nonetheless, what are those high-powered teams going to be? Typically, it's going to be either your high-powered raid team that has a good healing factor in it, so you go, well, it's going to have some staying power. That makes a lot of sense for defense, in my opinion. Or you might put, and it seems like you might want to put your high arena teams, save them in your offense. So, you know, my dream, I can dream. My dream would be to have a great Brotherhood team, a great X-Men team, um, and a great Guardians team. Uh, that you typically see those in arena, and you will with the X-Men. I'd like to say, and the Spider-Verse. Save those for my offense in war, and then my defense in war. Typically put the Defenders, Shield, and see if I can build. Kree is a good one with Minerva. So and it may not always work out that way, but the idea being, of course, that your attack teams, they're in a war, they're throwaway. You only get to use those once, right? But for defense, you have that team there with whatever health they have left over from the last fight, and they're there until they run out. So you have someone like defenders that makes a lot of sense putting them in one of those spots because, well, if everyone lives the first attack, very beginning of the next round, Iron Fist is going to heal up. Similar dynamics with Minerva, and I'm hoping to see a similar dynamic with Wakanda. That would be another healing raid team. The last of the mutants through the portal. X-Men fall back. I don't know. Cyclops to me always seemed kind of bossy, kind of like a bossy guy. My mom told me that when I was a kid, I was just kind of a bossy kid. That was probably true. Um, Mom, that stuck with me. I've tried so hard to change. Don't know if I really have. It's just, it's really frustrating sometimes when you see someone doing something and you just know that, hey, maybe you're doing that the hard way. Maybe there's a different way of doing it. I don't know. He seems like the epitome of that. Like, he'd see a kid walking down the street, be like, "Okay, kid, bunny ears are inefficient. Let me show you the real way of tying shoes." Like, just the ultimate Boy Scout. The only place Ultimus Adventures could have brought the team is his conversion facility in Limbo. So we're all going to Limbo here. We have the Dark Dimension, which I guess alludes to uh, who is that? Annihilus or whatever. Um, they talk about that in this game. Yet we have no Annihilus. Now we're talking about Limbo, which I think alludes to Nightmare and stuff, and we don't have any characters like that. It would be really cool, Fox Next, if you could give us some really crazy characters. I'd love to see Galactus in this game. I'd love to see a new level of power, like beyond cosmic. I don't know, like multiversal or something. Something maybe snazzier than that. But it just needs to describe it. It doesn't need to sound super snazzy. It just needs to sound like it's separate from everything else. I don't know. But it would be nice to see those characters. Let's see. Well, this is probably what I'm going to use, unless I need the hand sentry. Gosh, you know what? I really don't like Electra. Let's just put hand sentry in. He's so low, though, he'll probably die. But she'll definitely die. So, I guess they purposefully picked martial artists because, um, or wait, I don't know that for fact. I'm extrapolating. What I heard was that for this upcoming Phoenix event, they chose Mystic. What is it? Mystic Villain Controller. Mystic Villain Controller. And it's because they're like, well, it's just the one where, less people will be able to do it. So there. That's why we don't like the gaming community. So they're it's not really rewarding like people that have been around for a long time necessarily, because sometimes you just get unlucky with premium orbs and stuff. Even if you've had hundreds, it may be if the probability was more like I don't know. I have some qualms with however they do their probability. I have some theories that I don't have any proof for, so I don't really want to go over that right now. But I don't know. It seems not completely random in some regards, which it can't be because at the end of the day, we need to do either random number generation, pseudo random number generation, that is, or time based on some algorithm and so on. Um, there's going to be bias in it for that reason. Okay, let's see. This doesn't look so bad. This isn't so bad at all. Let's see. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do any of that. I'll just hit this guy. Let's see. I was really hoping that this would be easy, on account of my Iron Fist and Daredevil are relatively high. They're pretty good. Um, they're both at, I think, tier 11 gear, level 70. They both have some tier 4 mats. The only reason why they're not tier 12 is because I had to put on the brakes and uh, rank up my Guardian team. All right. So I kind of see them carrying the team here, but at the same time, I don't want any of my characters to die, right? Because I want to be able to farm these nodes in order to get the whatever orb shards so that I can get, Psylocke here. So in other words, I'm playing this relatively fast, 3x, as fast as you can go, but I'm not doing auto because I don't really trust uh, everyone on my team. I do not really trust um, my weaker players. So I mentioned my Daredevil and my Iron Fist, they're legit. My Mordo, I just recently got him up to rank 6 thanks to the Arena store. and I put most of his T3 pink purple mats, whatever you want to call that. I swear I heard someone call it red mats. I don't call them. That's not red. That's not red. Anyway, um, I would really like T5 mats to be like a really deep Reality Stone red, MCU Reality Stone red. Those of you that aren't huge comic book fans out there, um, uh, the Soul Gems and the later we call it the Infinity Gems, uh, they've had different colors over the times to represent the different stones. I want to say the original Power Gem was green. Okay, let's evade everybody. Probably really didn't need to do that. There's only 3 folks left. Man, doesn't it seem like they revive a lot? I don't know if this was game mechanic as intended or if it's supposed to work a lot more and I just don't see it. But I'm pretty sure I was playing the other day with my Guardians team and Groot had been dead for like 3 rounds or something. It was in Raid. And then he just suddenly popped up back to life. It was a glorious thing. Your assistance was most welcome. We're in your debt. Let's see what they have to say. A debt you can repay immediately. I need your help. Ultimus has captured the X-Men in Limbo. I need your help to infiltrate his base and return them safely to Strike. Sounds like a challenge. When do we leave? You know, they shouldn't. That's an overloaded term. What I mean by that is they already used the word challenge specifically in this game to mean this is a way that you can get free stuff every few days on a cycle. There's the gold challenge and the orb challenge and the uh, blitz challenge, whatever. Um, maybe they should be more careful. Maybe you guys should be more careful with the words that you use that have specific meanings. All right, moving on. So I guess last time we did not have. Last time there was a campaign, they didn't give us all the nodes at once, and then they oddly split it. Um, they're like, "Oh, hold on, rescue's here to rescue you," kind of thing, and they added some rescue nodes on. But then the rescue nodes didn't give us any rescue shards, did they? No. So we just did a blitz. What I like to call, I like to call it the faux blitz, because as I mentioned in my first video, I've never broken the 1500 in blitz. So whenever they have a blitz where you only get the bonus uh, rewards, bonus shards for breaking the 1500, I call those faux blitz. And I'd much rather have the actual shards than the mega orb shards that they gave me, that they give me every time. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. Maybe one of these days, well, maybe one of these days I will have enough. Um, I will have narrowed my focus down enough to just 5 or 6 blitz team, 5 or 6 blitz teams, so that I can finally grind blitz to get whatever it is these days, 6 million or 8 million points. What do I do here? I'll just do this. Special with Daredevil and Ultimate with Mordo. No one's really healing, but I wanted to hit everybody. The Wasp is like, oh, I knew she was gonna dodge. I didn't know. I had a hunch. Not one of my favorite characters to play against. I don't like any of the dodge characters or resurrect characters. Playing against those, least favorite, because the RNG they must double or triple their numbers when they're defending, and that's fine if they could just make that, if lore somewhere, if they could, it'd really be sweet if they could add a rules section that shows you like all these little icons that they have that you can only seem to see while you're in the game. Um, yeah, I know about websites that have information. Yes, I'm aware of such things. But why isn't it in the game? It's insane. It's just It's really weird. Alright. Stupid Captain America. My Captain America is abysmally poor because when I joined the game, they just weren't necessary. And I noticed a theme. I said, well, wait a minute. The Avengers are global heroes, and the way that the game at this point seems to be limiting how you can use people in raids was by that stat. Are you global? Are you a city? Um, are you cosmic? Are you mystic? And then they started adding these are you Brotherhood and are you Wakanda things. I think that was like either the Miles Morales or the Juggernaut raids. But at any rate, I thought, well, if I'm building up my shield team, because they were announcing, they either had announced Nick Fury or he had just come out or what have you, I realized I needed a really good shield minion team for that to make sense. So I was building up my shield minion team and my Kree team at the same time. Because you needed the Kree to unlock him. Cut this guy down. Well, anyway, if maybe I'll get back to that in a minute. Widow was right. If there's more of her around, we're not going to be able to sneak out. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're going to have to just skip by this dialogue, or this is going to be a long night. Oh yeah, so because I was building up the shield team, I thought, well, why build up an Avengers team? It doesn't really make any sense, and they weren't really, um, excuse me, they weren't really meta anywhere, so to speak. I mean, you'd see a really sweet team in Arena every now and then. I can't believe we finally caught the X-Men. It seemed very unlikely that inept Hydra guards caught the X-Men, but we'll see what happens. So it just seemed like a money hole. Um, like for people, it make sense really. And they don't really. Maybe there is an Avengers only raid path somewhere that is just slipping my memory or whatnot. But yeah, if it's just going to say global, then you just get your really good global team. There actually are Wakanda only paths, which leads me to believe that that's here to stay, and we're going to see more of that, which is why I want to keep with my Wakanda team. Um, Tip here, I would say pro tip, but I've yet to be paid to play this game, so free tip here. Um, if you're playing wide versus narrow, uh, either way, don't don't rank up a character beyond tier 8 unless you have more than 4 stars in them, and don't tier up characters at all if you have less than 4 stars in them, with a few caveats. For example, there are some really essential raid characters that are unfarmable. Minerva and Mantis being 2 of those. I don't think I have either of those at 5-star rank. And yet I have put a bunch of gear in them because they're necessary for the Guardian team to be a raid team, and arguably necessary for the Kree to be a raid team, at least at the higher levels, where the wonderful Kree Oracle just stops cutting it. Alright, we're going to see the use of her power. So look at all these negatives. Who do I want to put that on? Probably the glowing level 60 Red Skull. Oh, that's supposed to be intimidating. I feel like I like it when the old dogs like me that have been around for a while can pick up a campaign like this for shards for a new character and feel like I have some power, you know? Like things are going my way. Things are looking good. Alright, let's give Red Skull all of these negatives. So it just turned out to be heal block and offense down. That wasn't that big of a deal. And then he died. Nope, he didn't die. There he is. Oh, they give me Colossus to use. Oh, sweet. Increased duration of positive effects. Do I want to do that or? Yeah, no, I want a taunt. See what it does. It's a pretty good taunt. You know, in this moment of Russian hysteria in the American news press, it's good to see that they added a nice Ruski to the team. Do svidanya. Or wait a minute, that's the goodbye. Пожалуйста. Пожалуйста. Wait. Спасибо. I don't know. It's one of those. Do I have any? If there are any Russians out there, admonish me for not remembering what the words mean right now. But I am tired. I am. That's my excuse. Dr. Dookie is a little bit worn out. Take that, Red Skull. Take that. Oh, I guess being healed block is kind of good. I mean, you know what? They need. So what I want to see is a passive block. Because we have ability block in the game, and that's great and all in certain situations. Some characters, though, it doesn't really do a lot to. Like, for example, Ms. Marvel. It would be really great to see a passive block that we could apply to characters like Ms. Marvel um, that would, pretty much take the gas out of her completely. That'd be great. What am I gonna blind? Is this the guy that shoots everybody? F you, shoot everybody guy. Alright, now I'm going to see this Colossus. The thing is about the invisibility in this game, I wish it wouldn't be this weird. That doesn't look invisible to me. If I saw a figure of my wife and she was glowing blue like this, I wouldn't be like, oh, you're not there. No, I'd be like, why are you glowing blue? And why can't I see any of your features except a silhouette? So, or the red one. The blue one even has lines in it, like he's standing next to the blinds or something. I just wish they'd do away with that. Foxnex, do away with that. Just put the green cursor above their head like you do when the game glitches. Do that, and I'd be happier, because now I can't see Colossus doing whatever, extending all the positive buffs, making him invisible for even longer. And the other thing is, Fox Next, when I want to see the fastball special, I don't want Wolverine to also be that blowing. I don't want him to look like some glowing light bulb, wacky arm flailing inflatable tube man version of Wolverine. I want to see Wolverine with his claws out, going at it after Colossus tosses him at the enemy. So fix that, please. So Doctor Strange is just one of those characters that he hardly does any damage. He doesn't really have that much health unless you get a bunch of red stars on him or something and gear him up. But man, his utility is just, and what I mean is, whenever I say utility, I'm talking about things kind of unique to that character, like things that do more than just damage. So, for example, what can he do? He can resurrect people. That's not unique, but it's not doing damage. He can heal people. That's kind of like doing damage, so I'm not really talking about the healing aspect, but the flipping positive or flipping negative, what is that? Flipping positive buffs that the enemy has to negative buffs to negative debuffs. That is a wonderful thing, especially when you're up against Shield, or even Kree, or you have a nice Juggernaut that you're staring down. Yeah, classically you get. I think it's always the same thing, but these are like really good tier 3 gear items or whatever you want. I don't know that's what they call it. Purple gear items for generally for gear tier 9 and 10, but they show up in gear tier 8. And I think wait, also gear tier 11, and also they show up in gear tier 12. So that's sometimes 8, 9, 10, 5 different. They really spread. You use them a lot. I think I said all that right. Yeah. Anyway, all right. I really need these right now for somebody. Oh yeah, Mantis. I might be able to gear her up a little bit. Or alright, let's get this show on the road. We're doing pretty well. Let me check on this while this is loading. Oh man, I made a delicious piece of pizza. I left it in the microwave. Hey, wife of mine, would you mind re-microwaving it for like 30 seconds? And if it's not too much of trouble, could you possibly get me some cola with ice? Oh, thank you so much. Okay. That's fine. I'll take it. Protect Hand Assassin while they open the portal. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there she is. Good old Hand Assassin. Alright, so, I mean, you see Crossbones, you know what you want to do to him. You want to get rid of him right away. Excuse me. And Crossbones is already down in this match. Only 20 souls left to go. Souls? 20 tunes. A lot of people in my alliance, I've noticed, will call these guys tunes. I think it's just shorthand, right? It's like TOONS, that's pretty quick to type out. Is there something faster to type out? Bots? Mobs? That if you're old like me, you probably know what mobs means. And if if you don't, then you can go look it up. Okay. Doing pretty good just beating people up. Alright. So here's the thing. Psylocke was on like one episode of the original X-Men 90s cartoon, the X-Men. It was on Fox Kids. And because of that, I was wondering why were people so obsessed with this Psylocke character? A lot of people were like, "Oh, she's my favorite." She had a. So I was surprised to hear that. Well, at least one guy in my alliance said that he actually followed a bunch of her comics. And I was a comic kid. I had a few comics, but I don't think I had any Psylocke comics. But I know I had maybe some Cable X-Force kind of thing comic. I don't remember which one or what now, but with her in it. But that was about my exposure. That and the cartoon and the video games that she was in, which I don't know. She wasn't a very good character in the game, so that kind of skewed my perception. But she's a great character in this game. Um, so for taking someone to me who didn't know a lot about this character, I'm really excited to have her. So good job, Foxnex. Good job. So look at this defense down that my hand sorceress has. That's about to disappear, and I guess I'll put it on Wanda here, the Scarlet Witch. Oh, and an attack afterwards. That's fantastic. Alright, how's this going, assassins? Interesting that they have the hand assassin there, since that's one of the required characters to get the Phoenix. Also, I am a huge fan of her "You Kill Me and I Transform," and I really wish they would add Immortal Hulk to the game. I really wish they would actually take a month to do a Hulk team, Hulkverse, whatever you want to call it. How would I do that? Well, I'd leave Vanilla Hulk in. I'd just leave him alone. And I would add Immortal Hulk, and he'd start out Bruce Banner, and when Bruce Banner dies, he comes back as Immortal Hulk with all kinds of crazy hitting powers and gamma draining powers. So, like, for example, if he's fighting another Hulk, um, that's something they don't have. They don't have, like, a character that's, like, is a Hulk that's good at fighting Hulks, or is a Spider-Man that's good at fighting Spider-Man. So maybe I think they will when they introduce the Sinister Six, because they'll be Spider-Verse and they'll be made to kill Spider-Verse. Maybe they won't even have the Spider-Verse tag, but they might change things around at that point. I'm not sure. Um, which they've done before with the mutants. They rebranded those. I hear they're getting rid of the Inhumans tag. I don't know if that's true. Just what I've heard. All right, hold the line. Almost done. Let's heal up. Not that we really need it, but these guys don't really need to do this. But let's do the ultimate here. I'm gonna have to fix this. Oh, I just bounced to the bottom. So you can hopefully see the enemies a little bit better. My bad. Oh, thank you. The pizza is a little bit too hot to eat, but I'm not even going to show you. It's a microwave pizza that I grabbed from 7-Eleven earlier, so it's not the fanciest dish. Moving on. Take that, yar. Yeah, so Hulk. So I would like to see a Bruce Banner that you kill, and then he turns into the Immortal Hulk. The legendary for that, I would have be Planet Hulk. And the tag might be World War Hulk. That'd be cool. Um, I guess you could also call the Planet Hulk World Breaker Hulk. Um, something like that. Any of those. But you know what I mean. It's basically the Hulk. It's styled like in the movie, MCU movie Ragnarok, which I'm sure most of you will be familiar with, and then in the comic version of that, Planet Hulk, where Hulk he stayed Hulk and just got more and more and more angry and started to talk like kind of a sentient being. And when he came to Earth, I guess it's arguably he got even more angry when he came back, when he found out like who sent him there, and well, some terrible things happen. He has a wife briefly, and then she dies. Um, yeah, so he probably did get even more mad. He glows green. He glows green at one point, um, like a light bulb. I mean, like they make it very clear that it's not like, oh, the Hulk was glowing green. No, I mean he was like fluorescent. And he takes a step and he creates a new fault line in Los Angeles or Nevada or something. Yeah, I'd like to see him in the game. Make him be the legendary of the Hulk squad. Um, and then you have Vanilla Hulk, Vanilla Kiwi Hulk, maybe plain Kiwi. I don't know. Plain Hulk, whatever. Keep him in the game. You have Immortal Hulk, and then you have yeah, the whatever we said, the World War Hulk. or Planet Hulk, or World Breaker Hulk, any of those three names, and then give him like not MCU like when he beat down Thor. No, give him the comic book powers where he could break planets and stuff. Um, like make him be like, oh, this is a team that can take on the X-Men or whatever. That'd be sweet. Um, I mean, they could also put in like a Rick Jones A-bomb in there, Red Hulk, or potentially Abomination. Um, or they could put in Gray Hulk, Joe Fixit Hulk. He's pretty sweet. Um, he could be the protector, and I'd put him in a suit. I'd put him in a pinstripe suit with a hat on, like a gangster that he is. And he has been represented that way. I think that's the way to go. Suddenly my sound is back. That's annoying. That is really annoying. Technical difficulties. I'm just going to leave it like this. Oh, if I didn't mention before, I'm playing on BlueStacks and I'm streaming from stage 10. I'm currently not endorsed by either, just playing around with their stuff. Alright, let's do this. Transfer 2 negative effects. Heal block. Kill this rocket. Oh, after the Kree rework, man, Kree Reaper, or Creeper, as I may refer to her. It's a her to me. Um, the Creeper after the rework is pretty great, especially when paired right next, adjacent to the Kree Royal, the Croyle. So you have the Creeper and the Croyle. The Croyle gives the Creeper an offense up when having the Creeper do the assist, which is great. And then the Creeper goes, I believe, right after that. So then you do her special, and she has offense up for it. And the rework, I think, made it do more damage than before. Maybe not. Maybe she just heals more or whatever. But man, it's just like boom, headshot kind of thing. It makes you feel good. When you see her like, and you see her one hit the Hulk when he has no chance to taunt. That kind of stuff. So with the Hulk, let's see. So Immortal Hulk, he'd be like the legendary, giving everyone the bonuses. You'd have your normal Hulk. You'd have Joe Fixit Hulk, Gray Hulk. I think he would be the. Well, I guess you don't want two protectors, do you? Maybe you could have him be support. That could be kind of interesting instead of just having them all be a bunch of brawlers. Um, well, no, World War Hulk, he would be. Who would be? He'd be the support, wouldn't he? Because yeah, generally speaking, these legendary characters seem to go that way. So maybe Joe Fixit could be a controller. That'd be interesting. He's kind of a smart guy, so maybe he could like, bedazzle people by, punching him in the face and stunning them, or heal blocking them, or and maybe disrupting them or something like that, or slowing people down even. That'd be good. Then World War Hulk comes in and just destroys everything. So I guess I don't know if you see, the thing is we already have a protector, and we have World War Hulk would probably be support. Um, just kind of like, how they did Nick Fury. He's support, but is he really? He's like a blaster support. So the way they'd have this, he'd be basically a brawler support, I would think. Um, just we need a Hulk that really dishes out damage. Just the Hulk that we have right now. Oh yeah, he's scarier. If in the right situation, he can just insta kill someone. But let's face it, it has to be the right situation. And it's really just not the best strategy, generally speaking, to go with a character that doesn't get good until they're on their best leg. Doesn't get good until they're on their last leg. So because that means like you've already earned a position or a situation where you're losing, right? That's not good. Why do you want like the comeback kid? Like, all right, think about it this way. It may be a little bit more boring, but if you were betting money on something, you really want to know if it's a sure thing or not, more than like, well, will the fight be entertaining? Like, if you have if you have a family, or all right, if you're betting a bunch of money on sports and stuff, I hope you don't have a family that's relying on you. But anyway, if that's the situation, nonetheless, you want to be sure that your bet is going to win, more so than, oh gee, that was one heck of a fight. And Hulk is that gamble right now. So yeah, I don't know. I think it would be Gray Hulk, Red Hulk, World War Hulk. So you could do that one of two ways. I think World War Hulk would look like regular Hulk, but then when he does his ultimate, it would be like binary, and it would be like rage, and he'd glow green, like bright fluorescent and glowing, like a halo. So that would differentiate him. And then Immortal Hulk, like they've been drawing him, he'd be a much darker green. So you'd have like 5 different flavors of Hulk, and then maybe eventually, kind of like we're promised the Sinister Six, maybe they'd give us like a Hulk villain roster with the Red Hulk. Not really a villain, but you got, well, was she ever? Well, she's been. You could put her there, Red She-Hulk. Just someone's gonna yell at me for that if they ever, if the right person ever sees this video. Red She-Hulk's not a villain. Fine, just the Red Hulk, but he's not really a villain either. But you could definitely argue that you could put him on a villain's team, and then Abomination. So that's two. And then let's go old school. Let's get the leader. The leader, and the leader would be the legendary. The leader would be the leader. Um, and then what? You have that Hulk Vereen Weapon H guy. Yeah, he's not really a villain either, but I think you could put him on that team. If the question was, are we gonna have him in this game or not? I'd rather see him on the villains team than not, right? You know. Mm. Excuse me. All right. Don't worry, I don't think I'll take another bite of that pizza anytime soon. We're on the topic of dreams teams. There are a couple things I'd like to see. The first would be the Fantastic Four. I mean, Disney owns Fox now. Fox had Fantastic Four. That should be settled business. They have their merchandise, and Fox Next is owned by Disney now too. I think everything should be pretty easy, smooth sailing for character acquisition from here on out, with the exception of Sony. I don't know. Anyway, wait, yeah. Anyhow, Fantastic Four. That would be great. Um, how you do that? I mean, you have Johnny Blaze, or I think he's. Oh, wait, it's Johnny Blaze. It is Johnny Blaze, right? That's not. Oh, that'd be terrible if I was getting it mixed up with with that skull face guy. Oh my gosh. Ghost Rider. Jeez, his name eluded me. I like Ghost Rider. He's cool. I know about him. I know about the Spirit of Vengeance. His name just eluded me. Okay. So, what I'd like, first of all, Fantastic Four, I would want them to just be a four-person team like Defender, and then Defenders, And then that fifth spot, I'd like it to be more flexible than the defender's fifth spot because, yeah, you can put Miss Marvel there, but that fifth spot is really for Punisher. No, I'd like to see a Fantastic Four team. Um, and then the fifth spot would just be any number of cosmic characters, I think. Would just kind of work out. Oh, jeez, who's hurt? Is my Wolverine really hurt? That's not. Oh, you stinker. Loki, you see, the thing about Loki is he just ruins everything. He really is the worst. Like, all right, so here's some truth. Let me lay some truth on you. Is am I gonna lose this? No. Am I not gonna 3-star it? Yeah. And I think that just happened. And that's just kind of annoying. I wonder if I'm not playing these really careful because up till now, um, death is a foreign concept to us. But yeah, not so much anymore. Sure, really what the best thing to do at this point is. So she has an evade, so she can evade the counter. Alright, oh, that was great. Throw this out there. Get those counters up. Don't need that. Alright. Double tap. Stupid Loki. Just kill that guy. Beat him up good. Beat him up for Dr. Dookie. Whoops. Oh, here's something that would be sweet. Blind should reduce your chance of dodging by 50%. So that'd be like, screw you, Daredevil, screw you. Every hand character, screw you. Um, Spider-Man, screw you, Vision. I'll be. Why did, huh, got 3 stars on that for some reason. Was that? Oh, that wasn't my Wolverine. That was not my Wolverine. Okay. 1-8 and 1-9, just 2 left, kids. Time to roll up those sleeves. Get this over with. Yes. Yes. Dr. Dookie will destroy these. Whatever. Dr. Dookie will do. Oh, yeah, Limbo. Dr. Dookie will destroy these enemy forces in Limbo. As soon as this loads, Fox next. So, the Hulk team, that would be really sweet. Oh, variations of the Hulk team, A-Bomb as I mentioned, but also Hulkbuster armor. Just that could fit. And that'd be nice too. I've yet there's not enough. Um, eh, there's not enough characters like Storm. Maybe she is the only character like Storm that has two different tags. Specifically, I mean, she has an X-Force and an X-Men tag for getting to business. And you know what I'd do with that Hulkbuster armor? I'd put Avengers on it, sure, whatever. But I'd also put Power Suit on it, yes. But I'd also put Hulkverse on it, so you could use it in either team with different effects. So then you'd have a Hulk with a technology tag, and maybe the leader would also have the technology tag. I don't know. Maybe the Hulkbuster armor could be the fifth power suit to round that team out. It's killing two birds with one stone. I'm starting to get worried about this fight. Give me just a second, team. I'll be right back. Dr. Dookie has returned. Excuse me. Oh yeah, where was I? Getting destroyed. Oh, wait a minute. We killed Minerva. We killed Minerva. Alright, so after killing Minerva, oh no. So we have a healer. It's gonna be 2 turns before we get a heal. Because let me tell you something about Iron Fist. He only heals city heroes. He only heals city heroes. Oh, alright, we lost the guy. Man down. We've only killed one of theirs. And we have a Wolverine for free. What does he have? Let's go do this. Mm. Oh, that was a good hit. Koye is not a villain. Oh, we got lucky. Got the double tap. I think it's an 80% chance I have a T4 orange, sweet orange mat in Daredevil's Basic, giving him a guaranteed double tap on villain characters. Whoa, that was quite the impressive blind. We did not have that kind of luck earlier, unfortunately. Miles Morales needs to go. 8 characters left. So, blind venoms are awesome. Oh man, that's a lot of Miles. Jeez, oh Pete's. Martial arts characters, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Double tap Venom. Is there a Black Panther out there? Cloaked? Who's cloaked over there? Still, oh, is that a Miles? Oh. Well, anyway, Wakanda's dealt with. Man, I don't want to do these nodes again for farming purposes. Um, so the thing is, even though this is on hard, for those of you that don't have a team and you're only grinded medium, that's tough. Usually, if you don't grind on hard, you don't really even get enough resources to um, rank up the character. Sometimes not even to unlock, I guess. But in the case of easy in the past, but even on when you unlock on hard, um, the last nodes are typically the only ones you want to farm because they'll give more orbs per um, for farm essentially, or whatever you want to call it. Um, and because of that, that gives you more orbs. You have more orb fragments, that's more orbs. More orbs means more opportunities to get more Flylock shards. So, um, big finish. Okay, so that one was kind of unfortunate, which leads me to believe that the last one is going to be a little bit nastier. Well, we got those 10 whatever things. Syringes, advanced syringes, advanced something syringe. I don't like the naming system in this game. There are too many syllables, like the advanced basic catalyst, and that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't flow very well together. I don't like saying it. ABC is better. Alright, and look at this last reward. Yeah, 5 Psylocke shards, that's great, but 10 USB flash drives, advanced encoded data. I have 180 of those, don't need it. Alright, so how nasty is this going to be? Let's look this time. Oh, shield. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm cringing right now because I don't really have a better option, I don't think, than what's on the table here. Put in a Nobu, maybe? I don't know. It looked like so. Oh, it looks like so many people here. Oh, man, I'm gonna have a sip of my cola. Okay. It's about to load. So yeah, Fantastic Four, a Hulk team. Those would be my dreams. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to mention, I want to see them add some duos. There's kind of like an unspoken triplet game, the Holy Trinity as I refer to it, which consists of Star-Lord, Groot, and Rocket Raccoon. Oh, this looks not good. Oh, man. Alright, let's just try to go for Quake and see what happens. I already forgot that she removes our stuff and then 3 positives. 1 to 2 positives. Oh, that's not that good. Chains to 3. Um, so apart from that, there really aren't triplets. Defender is like 4, which is great. Well, they are 4, which is great. But there's that quasi defender because he has synergy, Punisher because he has synergy with Daredevil specifically. Oh, that's a good one. What Comrades, Commander Fury sends his greetings and my assistance. Alright. Woo! Colossus. Do some taunts, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that elbow slam, body slam he does. Oh, she's invisible. Oh, this is not good. I'm hoping this will kill him and chain, otherwise it's gonna not chain, but I need the majority. You see this? It's the first hit that does 370% damage, so, well, anyway. Boom! Got it. Okay, so, there are a bunch of negative effects showing. Guess we'll just kill you. Oh, it didn't quite kill him. Okay. Alright, so I wonder how high power if they altered this Quake's effects over here or not, because is she just gonna kill my team in a second? What's going on? It says she's only level 65, but doesn't necessarily mean they didn't change her attack like that stupid King Thor. I hate that King Thor. I hate him. If he was God King Thor and they changed his skin and gave him that twisty beard and like that metal arm, um, and gave him Bjorn and Milnor, um, and new moves and all of that, and it's like, yeah, we'll add this guy to the game later, but for now you just have to beat him. Oh yeah, I'd be all about that, but whoops, I think I did the wrong thing. Oh well. Oh, that took care of her. Oh shoot, Nobu's on his last leg, and we still have 8 people left to take out. Wolverine, do your thing. Oh, that was great. Kill for Dr. Dookie. Oh, everyone was blind. That was like really unfortunate for me. Wow, she was blind too. Oh my goodness, here's Nick Fury ready to. Oh no. Like, it's gonna be all over in just a second. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do with Colossus. They're not gonna show off anything if he's dead. Um, let's just go for this. Oh, wow, and lights out for Fury. Oh man, that was great. Couldn't, couldn't hope for more there, right? Man, still might lose this. We have a Hawkeye over there and 3 shield assaults. All right. Who did I lose? Shoot. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I think I still have everybody. No, I only have 4 people. Oh, dang nabbit. Well, I know I'm going to be focusing focusing a little bit on Mordo for the legendary event, Phoenix. I don't know if that's going to make enough of a difference or not, or how much I'll have to. I need to level him up. He's level 61. I mean, it's not like that's bad or anything, but certain characters that seem to come up seem to be useful every now and then. Mordo's definitely one of them. He could stand to be a higher level. All right, that's it. Um, well, I 3-starred the first 7 and only 2-starred the last 2. So, yeah, I didn't play the most carefully, so I don't know if that was the fault of my squad or a fault of my play. I definitely, the sentry, he's overdue for me for getting some love. So what is terrible is that he's not going to show up. He's not a controller. He's a protector. So I won't be able to use him in the villain mystics. Um, and I kind of have a part of my theory crafting is don't invest in a character that you are not going to use. And eventually, when there are less important things, I do wish to have the sentry maxed out so that he can be part of the squad that finishes my relic hunt. Because I think I only have that at rank 5 right now. I don't have even a rank 6 team, and I think I'm trying to get Sentry to rank 6 right now. So maybe Mordo and Sentry will make the difference. Um, who knows? But look at this. So we're talking about 70 per 10 spent on the first 2, the first 3 even, but then it goes to 60 per 10 spent um, for the next 3, and then oh yeah, the first 3 are already down to 50 per 10 spent. So to get the most bang out of your buck in the long run, you definitely want to be able to auto win these. Um, but for now, I I can't get better than that, and that spends all my stuff. So if anyone watched this yet, thank you for watching. This is alias Dr. Dookie on Marvel Strike Force, and I am signing out.